starting to warm up a little bit though. You know, spring has definitely arrived. To some of you, this might actually feel like summertime. Come back in August. It's actually pleasant right now. Nonetheless, the climate is always a blessing. One of the world's natural wonders, you're in one part. To really appreciate this, if you have the opportunity, you can hit each spot in one day. What you're in now, River of Grass, is the slowest river in the world. This moves naturally at a half a mile in 24 hours, and it's a wetland river. So the average depth out here is going to be like 2 to 3 feet. You could pretty much walk through it. Good luck. Our southwest river saltwater meet now opens into Florida Bay. If you take a trip down to the Keys, you'll enter through it. Now, if you get to Flamingo, you'll be right in the heart of it. A 20-minute drive to the west is the Big Cypress Swamp. You want to see the real diversity of the Everglades, it's just 20 minutes away. You have oak hammock, rock pine land, there's open prairies throughout. If this is all you've seen, you've watched 1/3 of this movie so far. Lots of beauty out here. The Everglades is filled with Florida panther, bobcat, black bear, river otter. We've got rattlesnakes, water moccasins, beautiful birds are everywhere. Lots of alligators. This is really what everybody comes to see. Did you guys see a couple of them out there? So Wally, he's pretty friendly. You can say hi. Hey, how are you? He's a good boy. How are you? So I've had this little guy since he hatched. He's 4 years old this summer. Started in my bathtub. He was like 5 or 6 inches, super cute. They'll grow at a rate of 1 foot every year. Now, once they get to my size, 6 feet is when it's going to slow down. They're going to start to add some weight to their body, get a little larger. 50, 60-year lifespan on the alligator. The biggest on record is 19 feet 2 inches. So that line you see right there to the edge of the wood measures 19 feet 2 inches. It's the biggest alligator ever. Caught him in Louisiana. Big alligators up there. Caught him in 1890. Who knows how they measured things back then. Florida, we know he's 15 feet. From here to the edge of the wood is a big alligator. So check it out. Watch how fast they can run. Don't worry, you don't have to outrun the alligator, just that. Okay? So the stripes that he hatched with have faded, and if you look at most wild animals, you usually see their stripes or spots. Zebra, tiger, leopard, and cheetah keep it forever. We have a Florida panther, cougar, puma, mountain lion, you choose what you want to call it. Spots will disappear, white-tailed deer loses spots, alligator stripes have faded. Notice his back is dark, but his belly is light. He's out there in that dark water. When something looks down, he's going to blend right in. Something below that looks up, he's going to blend into the bright sky. If you look at sharks, dolphins, and birds, you'll see similar patterns. It's very tasty. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Gatorade. Good luck. Keeps me safe. Right? So again, this guy's got to be able to hide out here. There's a lot of things that try to eat him. Big alligators will occasionally eat small alligators. The American river otter is top dog out here. They'll feast on alligators bigger than this. The great blue heron, did you see that bird out there today?
Yeah.
They actually eat more alligators than anything in the Everglades. Babies, they'll eat a dozen in one sitting. It's like chicken tenders for them. Top of the head, nose, eyes, and ears, you can see. You can spot them easily in the water. There's 4 million in the southeastern U.S. If you see them, they already know you're there. That smells a dead animal 1 mile. You can see his ear flap flutters. They can hear fish jump in the water about 100 yards away. That can actually tell the difference between me and a dog walking. They can feel the difference in vibration. You know? The eyelids blink, the goggles protect them. Nictitating membrane. They go underwater, they put on their goggles. Keeps out the dirty water, they can also see underwater. Now, if something bites them in the head, their eyes are going to sink right inside their skull. As you can see, built to last. Just like a Chevy. Tough crowd today. It's all in the commercial one. Small brain and a big mouth is a bad combination. The simple purpose is to balance nature. That's not here to figure out a math problem. So top of the food chain, eat, sleep, make babies. That's it. Genius. Hatch with 80 teeth. If you notice, the teeth are small. The mouth is, the nose is round. Only the mouth closed. You can only see the top teeth there. So there's 80, 40 on top and 40 on bottom. Can you see there? They lose a tooth. 2 to 3 months later, another one grows back. Every tooth inside that mouth can be replaced up to 50 times. 4,000 teeth they can go through. Did you smile? Or smile there?
Does it grow a new teeth or are they already up there?
Yeah, they'll just continue growing. They'll just grow another one, constantly throughout their lifetime. So anyway, basically there's 4 million in the southeastern United States. In the 1960s, there was less than 60,000 in the wild. American alligator has made an incredible comeback. 2 million in Florida, it's our state reptile. We have about 1 million here in South Florida. Everglades region is a subtropical climate. We do border the tropics, and basically we are the only place on the planet alligators and crocodiles exist. She's very different. Tessie is her name. She's a crocodile. First, notice her long pointy nose and her much bigger teeth. So round nose on an alligator. It's not more teeth with the crocodile, it's bigger teeth. They're all visible. The alligator has the big smile, looks happy. Crocodile looks angry. What you see is what you get. They are both here, and if they existed together, they'd be in direct competition with each other. In the wild, these two are really not going to see each other. That's sweet. You got to stay seated. No. Right, no. Kids, you can walk over here. Yeah. There you go. If this one flies out of my hand, don't try to catch her. Okay? The other one, yes. This one, no. Anyway, so basically, the alligator and crocodile are really not going to see each other in the wild. These two grew up in my bathtub. They still live together in my backyard. They're best friends. Every night. Yeah. So they go with me. I'm an educator. I take animal schools, libraries, summer camps. So is what it is. They still live together. They're best friends. They're also
Everything is online now, right?
Pardon
they
me?
go to school online.
Everything's online now, man. Yeah. It is what it is. It's not the same, but whatever. We still find a way to educate.
Yeah.
Anyway, the alligator, river, swamp, and lake. Crocodile is tropical, so down on the coast is where you find the crocodile. We have 1 million alligators in the Everglades. We only have 2,000 crocodiles in the Everglades. The American crocodile and the Indo-Pacific crocodile are saltwater crocodiles. They'll range from Tropic of Cancer to Capricorn. Coast of Cuba, Jamaica, Mexico, Costa Rica, Venezuela, Peru, Northern Australia to Southeast Asia is an Indo. So remember guys, crocodiles bigger, stronger, faster, and smarter. The pores in the tongue of the crocodile allow them to excrete salt out of their mouth. Crocodiles are different. In fact, alligators are very salt sensitive. It's okay. The jokes are going to get worse though. The crocodile, two species living in brackish and saltwater full time. They call them saltwater crocodiles, a very deceiving term. I've had saltwater crocodiles over 25 years, yet I've never had a saltwater tank in my life. They have to drink fresh water. They can be in either or, and if that's in the middle of the ocean, it's rained on, it's going to get water from that. And if they eat something, they'll get water. On the coast, on the islands, there's canals and funnels. Most crocodiles are freshwater. 5 or 6 crocodile species get really big, and they eat big salty things. And the big salty thing would be. They grew up together. Yeah. Again, they started in my bathtub. They still live in my backyard. They're best friends. They're babies. 6 feet, things change. Plus, crocodilators don't exist. They're separated. The alligator's a boy. The crocodile's a girl. You can tell easily by the attitude. I'm only kidding. So crocodiles are much more different than alligators. Crocodiles are also swimming in the ocean right now as we speak, which is crazy to think and hard to believe. The good news is with today's technology, you don't have to believe me. You can just watch it on your phone.
They can't mate together?
No, you can. So there's 23 crocodilians. You have crocodile, alligator, and caiman. And according to the scientists, which I'm not, crocodile's 250 million years, alligator's 150 million years. The caiman comes from the alligator 30 million years after. So it's related to an alligator, but still you cannot mix and match there. You could hybridize the crocodiles in captivity. You could hybridize 2 alligators, and then I think that's like 6 caiman. You could hybridize them. But then, you get weird stuff. It's like the island of Dr. Moreau. I'm not really into that stuff. Crocodigator would be, crocodigator is just a caiman, really. If you want to look what a caiman looks like, it looks in between like a crocodile and an alligator. So that's basically what that's at. But crocodiles are swimming in the ocean, and again, you can watch crocodile and shark feeding on a whale carcass together. You can watch crocodile and man, buddy. You need to sit back a little bit, okay? Yeah, let's go just a little. There you go. Perfect right there, bud. When the alligator jumps, they can only make it to the front row. So you can be safe there. Also, shoes. The alligator's favorite color is red. Look like hamburgers, you know what I mean? So, anyway. Crocodile, you can see crocodile and manatee hanging out together in the Keys. Best friends. It's really strange. You can watch crocodiles eat bull sharks all day long. And the bull shark has the highest testosterone level in the animal kingdom. Crocodiles are just different. And again, some crocodiles are 20 feet, but the biggest is 23. We're not here to fight with the alligator. Let me bring her a little closer. She's probably the most dangerous alligator in the park, but we have a pretty good relationship. I've known her longer than I've known the rest of these alligators. Her name is Susie. She is different.
You're welcome, guys.
So female gets 9 feet, male grows their entire life. That's so dangerous, that's also not built to eat this. They're not built for eating big salty things. It couldn't even digest it. It would make it sick. I had that effect up there. They're capable of getting big animals. They're territorial. They want to eat what fits, you know? They're dangerous because humans are everywhere and they're just not afraid of us anymore. If you live here and you have a lake in your backyard, that's your neighbor. Every lake is connected. 1 square mile territory goes from your lake to your lake to your lake. Now you see her every day. It's different. Just little Susie. Everybody knows her. Everybody loves her. You have a barbecue in your backyard one day, little Susie pulls up, somebody's giving little Susie something to eat. And if you feed a wild alligator, now you just make them dangerous to all your neighbors. Remember, every lake here is connected. The houses are right on top of each other. Literally right in your backyard, and it turns its head and now it's in your backyard. That's how things are around here. They get close to your kids, miniature versions of us. They associate people with food. They're opportunistic. This is not a good thing. There is a hunting season on alligators here, but there's probably more alligators destroyed because they're nuisance alligators. You feed that thing one time, it's the laziest animal in Florida, will never hunt again. It doesn't even want to hunt anyway. It's more like a scavenger more than anything. They'd rather not hunt. If anything, fish under the culverts, apple snails underwater. But once you feed them, as soon as they get hungry and they see a person, they'll just go straight to you. That if you see an alligator in a lake swimming at you, he's not trying to hunt you. Food. You can squeeze with about 1,000 pounds of pressure. That's the problem. If they grab something that they think is food, that's what it is. Just right there, if you don't mind. Just right there, if you don't mind. Right there. Thank you. I know. She almost listens like my kids. So anyway, basically, you notice I got a little close. She's kind of feisty. Let me rephrase that. I have a bold, confident one, a sweet one, a shy one. I have a feisty one. She's just angry all the time. Do you guys have any friends like that? Yeah, so personality is personality. She knows I'm not here to fight with her. If she thought that was the case, she wouldn't be sitting here, right? And then if she doesn't want to be here, she can just get up and walk away. What happens is when I prevent her from doing something that she doesn't want to do, she's going to get angry with me. The hiss you heard, that's normal. Alligators sound like grumpy old men all the time. That starts to growl at you, you don't have to be Dr. Doolittle to understand what she's telling you. You keep messing with them at that point, she'll grab a hold with her mouth, squeezing down with about 1,000 pounds per square inch. You can see her throat is closed, and you can see her tongue. So basically, this allows them to catch underwater. Catch fish, head above the water, back of the throat open, and swallow the food. Teeth are not built to chew things, it's built to crush small animals. So, you want to go over there? You want to go over there? She's just going to sit over there and watch me now because she's kind of creepy. See the location of her eyes? Right? Unlike most predators have eyes right here. Depth perception and precision. Most prey animals have eyes right here so they can see what's coming after them. That animal in the water, eyes on the side, has great peripheral vision. She can see almost all the way behind you. You're not sneaking up on her, that's for sure. Those bones that go down the back, that armor plating is more like a built-in solar panel. Each bone is porous, blood vessel. Cold-blooded reptile can actually sustain freezing temperatures. You can look on your phone and see alligators frozen in lakes in the southeastern U.S. Nostrils don't freeze, they shut down, they go into brumation. Once they get to 86 degrees, they can start to digest. When they're warm like us, they want to maintain it. So today, if you drive down the road and an alligator's in the sun with his mouth open and tongue drooping, he is gathering heat and releasing it right out of his mouth. We sweat, dogs pant, thermal regulation. The tail's used to swim. She will use it as a weapon. Listen, they got to get angry, but again, she's always angry. So if you get too close, not only is she going to try to bite you, she'll try to whip you with her tail. She can touch. Comparison, a crocodile that size will reach over and touch the base of its tail. If that was a crocodile, I wouldn't be here. She can run 10 miles an hour. Some crocodiles almost 20 miles an hour.
Wow.
10 miles an hour. I mean, she won't, but she could. She wouldn't chase me anyway. Yeah, I'm not wearing red. To the water is where they're going. If you got chased by an alligator, you walk too close to mama protecting her nest. If you stumble into the enclosure of Cuban crocodiles, you're going to see modern day velociraptors. You have levels here. That's the laziest. And if you got chased, that means you just mess with mama's babies. Don't mess with mama's babies. Get within 20 feet, hiss and growl. You don't pay attention to that noise, she's running at you, you're not going to be